It's Lee from ColoringQueen.net, and today I want to show you a new Korean fairy tale colouring book. It's very thick, lots and lots of illustrations in there. The cover's got a slightly waxy feel to it, the slight texture. It doesn't feel like a normal dust jacket that you see, a fold-out cover. We've got the toned paper there to start the book off with. And just so that you can see the sizing, here it is up against Secret Garden. So you can see it's a little bit narrower, but it's also a lot longer. So we've got that protective paper at the front, text-based title page to start with, and the paper is off-white, and it's a really lovely medium to heavy paper. It's really sturdy. It's got a great feel to it, but I did notice that when I was opening it, the binding is quite loose. So it's a glue binding, so it may actually, start to wear out pretty quickly, but the advantage is that it does fold down flat very, very easily, just on one fold. So we've got text to start off with, and I think that probably says something about the fairy tales that are incorporated in this book. So double page illustrations there, and the fairy tales have all been depicted in a Korean sort of traditional dress or a Korean manner. You can see the line art's quite sketchy, quite hand-drawn. And it folds over, it lays down super easily. If I just apply a little bit of pressure here, it's going to fold down very, very easily. Now, I'm not going to talk much during this. Some of you may know that I've got a throat infection or a virus at the moment, so I'm just going to give the old voice a little bit of a rest. So I've got to save it to talk for 4 hours tomorrow to my little angels. So in it we've got Peter Pan, we've got Little Red Riding Hood, all the favourites, but because they're depicted in the Korean style, it might take a little minute to try and work out which fairy tale they are. And even with this double page scene, even though the liner is going into the ditch there, it is folding down beautifully. Now the line colour is a very dull black, and you'll see that some of it looks solid black. When you're actually looking at the book, it looks like, Sharpie has been used and it's sort of dried. It doesn't have the slickness of digital printing. It looks very hand-drawn and very hand-created. And that's an unusual Alice in Wonderland with the Cheshire Cat there on the left. Then at the back we've got this gorgeous coloured artwork. It's just stunning. And we can cut along the dotted lines here and cut out some little cards to give away to somebody if you like somebody enough to give them one of those beautiful cards. So there we have it, our lovely Korean colouring book. Now that binding is slipping just in the video that I've made, so it is starting to really loosen. There's no stitching in there that I can see, so I do think that this binding may, be one of those that really loosens up, and you may lose some pages, but it's a bit too soon to tell. But just, I was just trying to find some stitching, but I can't see any stitching in here at all. So there we have it, our Korean colouring book. The links to buy it are below the video. Until next time, happy colouring